but can clinch a spot in the postseason if they beat the 49ers today and the Bears lose against the Jaguars tomorrow. Larry Fitzgerald, a veteran of many postseason runs, said he has expressed to his teammates the sense of urgency at this point of the season, knowing they could also get into the playoffs if they simply win their final 2 games of the regular season. As Cliff Kingsbury told me this week, he has been solely focused on the short term since he arrived last year, getting better every day, every week, and that doesn't change now. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they're getting superstar tight end George Kittle back in the lineup. He hasn't played since week 8, so he'll be on a pitch count, not being in 100% football shape. But Kyle Shanahan, Jane, perhaps summing up the 49ers 2020 season, says he's one of their healthiest players.
Thank you so much, Omar, and I hope you had a Merry Christmas. You know I love your girls, so I owe you guys a FaceTime later. So I'll holler at Ashley. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You too.
All right, at 8-6, the Cardinals are currently the 7th seed in the NFC. They'll clinch a playoff spot with a win today and a Bears loss tomorrow in Jacksonville. The last time the Cards made the postseason, 2015, when Kyler was a freshman backup quarterback right here at Texas A&M down there in College Station. All right, D. Hall, huge game for Arizona this afternoon. What's the key to this one?
Well, I think it's Kyler Murray's ability to run the football, right? You think about this matchup and, you know, the way they faced each other in week 1. Kyler Murray, 13 rushes, 91 yards, a touchdown. But he really got outside of that pocket. And, you know, the 49ers had guys on him, but Kyler Murray's just that fast. He was able to still get outside of that rush, get outside of the pressure that the 49ers were sending. So if Kyler Murray can continue to use his legs to make plays, it really adds another component to this Arizona offense. We know they're going to feed DeAndre Hopkins, but when coverage dictates you get out that pocket and use your legs, use your legs. That is the best check down Kyler Murray will ever have, is his own running ability.
Yeah, and to your point, he carved them up that first meeting in week 1, 91 rushing yards. And then here's another little fun fact for you. He has more passing yards, passing touchdowns, rushing yards, and rushing touchdowns than every single player on that 49ers roster. So I bring that up because I just don't think that this San Francisco team is going to be able to match their offensive firepower. And then when I look at this San Francisco defense, they had the Cowboys looking all world last week. And I got to tell you, I've covered this Cowboys team. They've got fans here in Dallas thinking the Cowboys can make a playoff. So when the 49ers come in here and do that defensively, I've seen all that I need to see. All right, let's shift gears to the AFC and send this one over to Mike G.
Thank you, Jane. We're looking at the AFC playoff picture. Chiefs pretty much on their way to the 1 seed. Let's be real here. Chiefs, Bills, and Steelers already in, leaving 6 teams fighting for 4 spots, including Miami and Las Vegas. The Raiders hanging on by a thread, but they'd be eliminated with a loss to the Dolphins today. And John Gruden's squad will be tested, facing the #1 scoring defense. Miami allowing just 18 points per game 1 year after giving up the most points in the league. And let me just say that good King Wenceslas looked out on the Feast of Stephen when the snow lay roundabout, deep and crisp and even. There is no snow in Las Vegas, but it is the Feast of Stephen. And we are celebrating our Steve. Steve Weish with an update on today's game from Vegas. What's happening, buddy?
Mike, I used to use that to my advantage when I was a little kid, by the way. But look, all signs are indicating that Derek Carr will be the starting quarterback for the Raiders, although head coach John Gruden has left a little bit of mystery there, although Gruden said late last week that he's optimistic that Carr will be ready to play. Him or Marcus Mariota are still being left as potential starters. Now, both took first-team snaps this week, even though Carr is coming back from that groin injury. Mariota had not taken first-team snaps all practice all season long, so that's a sign that, again, Gruden is either playing games or that Mariota could be in play. Now, Dolphins head coach Brian Flores said they're preparing for both quarterbacks, which is smart, because even if Carr is the starter, he could aggravate that injury. Mariota could have to come in, or Carr could be ineffective. Same type of scenario. Or John Gruden could be John Gruden, and maybe he's got packages for both quarterbacks to play against that top-scoring defense, Mike.
Gruden playing games? You're kidding me. I can't believe that could be something, Steve Weiss. That's impossible. Hey, happy feast day to you. Some call it Boxing Day. I call it Steve Weiss Day. Thank you very much. We'll see you all day today on NFL Network. All right, D. Hall. Miami has won 3 of 4. Vegas has lost 4 of 5. I'm sorry, I lied. We're going to bring in O'Hara. I feel like the presence of Sean O'Hara is about to grace us. There we go. Sean, let's start again. Miami winners of 3 of 5. Vegas losers of 4 of 5. So what are you looking for in this one, Sean O'Hara?
Well, yeah, Stevie Weiss just laid out, the mystery on offense. But let's talk about the mystery on defense for the Raiders. Their defense looks like the Raiders of the Lost Ark. All right, they can't stop anybody. And Cleveland Farrell's out. Nick Kwiatkowski and Nick Morrow, 2 of their top tacklers on defense on the COVID-19 list. So, who's going to stop Tua? And when you look at offensively for this Miami Dolphins team, look, I know all the focus was on Tua. When's he going to play and how's he going to play? The one thing he's done a great job of is taking care of the football. But up front and on the ground, they're running the rock. 250 yards rushing against the Patriots defense. Salvin Ahmed and Matt Breida. I know Matt Breida kind of fell off the earth for a little bit. Now he's back on the scene. They averaged 6 yards a carry last week. So you give Tua this run game, and now all of a sudden things start to open up. He continues to take care of the football. And against this Raiders defense, man, this could be a straight-up track meet for the Dolphins.
We heard Steve Weiss just a couple of moments ago talking about the Raiders quarterbacks, and I believe he's on to something when he says that it's smart for Brian Flores to prepare for both quarterbacks. I think we are going to see both quarterbacks. And John Gruden, regardless whether it's an injury situation for Derek Carr or not, I believe we're going to see them both, that's part of the game plan. So wise for Flores to prepare for both guys. I think it's going to be a mini version of like The Bachelor, 2 quarterbacks competing for John Gruden's heart in 2021 and perhaps beyond. We could see that on the field today. So maybe the most intriguing part of
Mike, will you accept this rose?
Well, it's not about me. It's about John. That's really what it's about.
Did you really go Bachelor?
You have enormous hands.
What? You're thinking Las Vegas? You were thinking bachelor party? Is that where this is going?
No, I wasn't, but now I am. And it's a little cold outside, so I wouldn't mind being in Vegas. Thank you, Sean O'Hara. So much talk about bachelor parties and the Bucs offense. Don't sleep on that D, O'Hara. That's what the script says. Why Matthew Stafford might be in for a long day. Plus, remember Marvin Lewis? Of course you do. He could end up coaching one of the teams playing today. I will explain that one. And we're playing Jane Slater's favorite game, Who Said That? The quotes of the week with a twist and maybe a guest appearance by someone or a few people.